We're about to go on an epic trip that spans 1,000 miles, 4 states, and 4 days. I bought this junk car in a field, chartered an airplane, flew all the way to South Dakota, fixed it up, and drove it back. That's how I should have started this video, but instead, I started it like this. Good morning, we are in the rental Jeep. It's a beautiful day. I am really excited. We're headed out to the Hurricane Airport to meet Johnny Boy, because today, we're flying private. I see you're checking the luggage.
Yeah, I've checked the luggage. Now I'm adding the oil.
Did you get that Fitzer valve fixed?
No, we're just gonna go with it the way it is.
Okay. But you have spare 30-weight ball bearings.
I do.
I'm gonna need some pliers and a set of 30-weight ball bearings.
What? We have a fun-filled day of quoting airplane and Fletch because that's what pilots do. A lot of people think it's like taking off and landing and flying safely, but it's just quoting airplane and Fletch. So Colt called me and said that it is snowing in Custer. So does that bother you?
I'm hoping it'll blow out by the time we get there.
I need an update on those sandwiches.
Very good.
Jamie made Johnny some sandwiches. So we've just got to go through TSA and board this plane.
Okay, I'm gonna pat you down using the back of my hands. Are you ready?
Okay, so I packed a bunch of stuff. I've got spare fan belts for the Corvair we're picking up. Got oil for the oil change. Where's the cup holders?
Did you just ask where the cup holders were?
I did. And the gods must be crazy when he threw the Coke bottle out the window, airplane window. He threw it out of this. This is Captain Over.
Alright.
Flight 209er, clear for Vector 324.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Good afternoon, this is your captain speaking. We are currently at 9,650 feet above beautiful Zion National Parkland. We expect to be arriving in one piece later today.
It is a new day and we are working in the shop today. Matt has flown off to North Dakota or South Dakota with his friend Johnny Boy and his son Colin. So we're gonna be working here on this Jeep Cherokee, this XJ that he picked up from Robbie Layton. We're gonna be turning this thing into a banana clone. Right now it is bone stock, it's pretty pristine. Let's show you some of the features on this thing.
This interior is so clean still. I forgot what it looks like to have just a stock XJ.
This thing has over 268,000 miles, but it looks incredible. It's super clean, hardly any rust. It's got a tiny little lift on it that we're gonna take off so that this thing has a monster lift and fits 37-inch tires just like the banana. Oh, check this out. This is cool. Crank windows. We got a new starter, and look what's in the back seat.
Treasure.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's doing XJ things already.
Okay, we're gonna go to the other side. We've got the ORIs to make this a true banana clone. The first thing we gotta do is order some axles, and to do that, we gotta do a little measuring. So you can see these are little baby axles, and they are not gonna hold up to what Robbie's gonna do with this. This is the vehicle that I think he's gonna use at the off-road games.
Since Matt stole my Jeep, I don't have anything to practice for the off-road games. So, I got a power wheel.
And so he's gonna need something huge because he's gonna have some random driver in there that doesn't know what they're doing. Maybe someone that does know what they're doing. Either way, these axles won't survive the beating. So we're gonna put some Dynatrac axles that'll definitely handle the beating. We gotta figure out the offset of the pumpkin and get that position, and then we gotta get the caster angle and the pinion angle. Let's also measure the transfer case to get the offset of the drive shaft. Robbie, diff offset, 9.5 inches. We're gonna take this off the rack, put the banana in here so we can measure some of the steering angles. I wonder how far Matt's gotten.
So today's in-flight meal is going to be a peanut butter and jam sandwich. Don't forget to tip your flight attendants. Happy flying. This is your captain speaking. There's turbulence ahead. That's all.
So here's some of the things we're gonna be doing to Robbie's Jeep. This. These. We gotta fix this. Both of these. And bigger these. Just doing a little math to get these axles spot on. It is time. We've got all of our measurements. We are ready to tear this thing down. And there's a lot of stuff that has to come off of this.
Nice day today, no wind, about, what is it, 75. Yeah, they don't need a coat. You guys are doing a great job. We'll get it all done.
So we finished up on the inside. Now we're gonna go around the entire outside. We got to remove sliders, bumpers, fenders, all the way around. And then this thing is totally stripped down and we can start building the cage on the inside. Oh, we learned something from the other side. There it is. I don't know what else is holding this on. Oh, rust. That's what's holding it on. Looks like there's one more little bolt down there. But it's just gonna come apart, I think. Wow. Such a clean X-J, but not right there. We're ready to start putting this roll cage in now, and I went and checked out the banana. It looks like they started right here in the front and worked their way back. We're gonna do the same thing, but I've got to tie this cage into the floor because we're not taking the dash out. So my front bar will be a little different, and I'm figuring that out right now.
Ooh, I used to both of them say.
I'm pretty much sick too.
The brake! Hold the right handle!
Okay, there we go.
We'll take that.
All right, we have landed in Custer. I'm sure Colt is here somewhere to pick us up, I'm hoping. Good job, Johnny. That was a nice landing.
That was all right.
No, that was a good one. They say any landing you walk away from is a good one.
That's true.
Look who's here, the welcoming committee.
Welcome to the nice, frigid cold of South Dakota.
It's cold.
It is cold. Look what Colt brought for us to cruise around in. I mean, you're in the middle of a move. Yep. I didn't even think about what was going to be here, but it's Kodiak.
Yeah.
All right, we are loaded in the Kodiak with locking hubs, and first stop, Discount Tire. Thank you so much. So since the mounting of the tires went so good, we're going to celebrate by going to Red Lobster and eating, well, lobster. Since it's too late to do anything with this car tonight, all we can do is have sweet dreams about how this car is going to be awesome in less than 2 days. Oh, that looks amazing. It's festive and it's rocket themed. So we're all set up here at the Rocket Motel. We're going to say goodnight to Colt, who gets to sleep in his own bed. We're going to find out how awesome this place is. Colt says he highly recommends it.
If you're in Custer in the wintertime, it's the only place open.
This is nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, we had a good night's sleep, I think. Well, actually, I had a good night's sleep. These guys said I snored. I don't believe them.
It was pretty bad.
I didn't even see you.
Yeah, Shanna's hiding in the back.
Now I'm startled. So we're gonna go grab some breakfast and then we're gonna get that car running. Johnny Boy says he's not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I don't think Colt's worried about it. Colin doesn't know whether or not to be worried about it.
I'm skeptical.
Colin's skeptical. First things first, we gotta get these tires on it so we can push it in the shop. Colt says he's got it warm in there.
It's warm.
Oh, nice.
70 degrees, 75 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a similar.
I live dangerously. I use chrome sockets on impacts.
He's an outlaw, he is. So our plan is to get this running, and then once it's running, we're going to work on the brakes and get it to stop. Aside from that, we got nothing to worry about.
So what have you done so far?
Nothing.
Nothing. Vacuumed it out.
Yep, I vacuumed this out, and we put a battery in it. Time to crank away. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to prime these cards. Fill both of those up. Okay, go ahead and crank it. Stop. What? has changed?
I don't think you're getting
Oh.
any fuel in here.
This has changed. The power wire goes to the coil. Finally gave up. So Colt's fixing that. We're gonna hook that up and be on our way. Okay, fire it. I don't know if the fuel pump's pumping or not. We'll know when it runs out. Okay, we're out of fuel. So it ran good. It sounds good, but it did not pick up a prime. So we're going to find out if the fuel pump's any good. If not, I've got an electric one I can put in its place. So we're going to work on that. I'll bring you back once we got this thing ready to fire again. Look at that. That is not the color of gas.
What is gas supposed to be colored as?
Kind of clear with a little tint to it. This is a lot of tint with no clear to it.
About as yellow as that Fresno bottle.
All right, so we just took the sending unit out and it's ruined. It's just ruined. But I bet you this is where the blockage is. I also bet you it's gonna take some work
To get it cleaned up.
to get it cleaned up.
Did you just lick that?
I was just verifying that it was in fact old gas.
We'll have to tape the window back in. Could take it out and clean it, I guess.
Take it out, go put it in the tub.
I'm not even using window cleaner yet. I'm using degreaser just to get the nasties off.
Okay, got the old carburetors off, got the new ones on. I just got to get some linkages and stuff, and then we're fuel lines, and we're back in business back here, and then we just got to put the gas tank back together and see if that old gasket will work.
All right, so they're not pretty, but we need somewhere to put our feet other than the ground.
Oh yeah. So you screwing those in?
So we're just putting self-tappers in.
Okay, make sure you don't screw into the gas tank. Don't go up any higher than that at all.
I wasn't going to.
Okay. I got the fuel cinder back in, and I got the hose in there. There's not much cinder about that fuel cinder anymore. It's just a thing. All right, let's do this.
It's alive.
It's blowing smoke rings.
After our quick little rip, we have established that there's a mouse nest on the top of this because there's no air coming out this side. So we're gonna pull the top cover off and clean it out, but we're not gonna do too good of a job.
What are you up to, Johnny?
We're just putting some brake fluid in and see if the brakes will pump up.
It might be getting slightly more.
Okay, stop a sec.
Beautiful. How bad is it? Oh yeah, I've definitely seen worse. But this is bad enough to stop us.
You just want to vacuum?
Yeah. All right, we got that all cleaned and vacuumed out, and now we are finishing our final assembly. Okay.
Look at that.
Time to get home.
Yep.
So here's the problem with the window.
Like I think it would come out if we wanted to tape it up, like completely.
We're just going to tape around the perimeter. Beautiful.
So give it a push from the inside. Let's see.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
That's money. I mean, don't go rear-ending nobody, but.
All right, we're going to take this for the second rip.
Okay, so we did some trimming and notching on this piece of tube, and it's tucking up in here really nice. I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to weld this thing in because I think it's looking good, and we'll build another one to match on the other side.
All right, things went so well with this today that we've decided we're going to leave a day early on our journey, get as far as we can while that is still shining. So big thanks to Colt. This is awesome. He picked this car out for me. He brought it here. He stored it for me. He let me just ravage his shop. But we're going to head off. We got to get Johnny Boy back to his plane, and we've got to find where in the world. We don't even know how we're going home. We don't know if we're taking the southern route, the middle route, or the upper route, or somewhere in between. Okay, see you guys.
See you later, Colt. Off we go.
How you doing back there, guys? Is it gross?
About to sneeze.
I think it's fine.
Did it stop smoking?
Yeah.
Okay, which way to the airport?
I don't know.
Somebody.
I know you'll turn right.
Okay. Let's start by turning right.
Well, I wish you guys the best of luck.
I liked it with the sarcasm. The first time. So we're gonna send these guys off in the reliable, safe means of conveyance while we go with ours. Good morning. It is actually a beautiful morning here in Lusk. We made it here last night, no trouble. Something really interesting, an old Corvair like this, there's not a drop of fluid coming out of the drivetrain. So we are fueled up. We got our snacks and our drinks, and we got 10 hours of open road ahead of us. What do you got there?
Got some hot tamales.
That's
Gatorade.
Is that to replace the heater?
Yeah, this is to keep us warm. But it's gonna be a good day.
It is. I've never been in exactly this part of the country, so we're gonna see some new road today. They're working. All right, we're just a few miles outside of Laramie. That is our next stop to grab fuel and supplies. Old girl's just purring like a kitten. All right, we find ourselves on the side of the road. Something's wrong, and I think it's that we're out of gas. But luckily I thought ahead and brought this screwdriver. This gas tank has a hole in it, about 3/4 of the way up, or halfway up. That means we can't fill it all the way to the top. That means we run out of gas sooner than we should. So this morning I got up and put this filter in right here. So we have this filter, and then another one right there. I wanted to keep an eye on what kind of junk's coming in here, and there's some junk coming in. I did check this one. I made sure it was unplugged, like it still was flowing good, so. Right, we're gonna see if we have our power back here. Oh, it already feels better. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't good.
All right, so adding gas to the tank did nothing. We still have the same problem. I can tell we're starving. So that means we've got a blockage somewhere and the fuel pump's not able to pull fuel. So we're gonna stop and check it out. We're like, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles away from an O'Reilly's. We're gonna stop. We're gonna possibly, I don't know, we're just gonna troubleshoot it and see where the blockage is and then continue on our way. I'm not worried about it. All right, so the O'Reilly's in Laramie actually had the air filter we need, so no more dirty air for the old girl. And I'm gonna get these so I can see the antelope better. So we're having a little vapor lock style problem because of where the electric fuel pump is, which I knew was a possibility, but I wanted it to be where I could easily work on it and see if the filters were getting plugged. Well, that's biting us in the butt now because I'm having to really light foot it up this hill because we got a little bit of an airlock in the system and the fuel pump's not giving us enough gas. So we're gonna try to get to the top of this summit and then down the other side, find a good dry place, and I'm gonna relocate the fuel pump now that we know we're not having any fuel filter problems. We're gonna pull over here, we're gonna relocate this fuel pump because it's just getting painful. So what we've done is we've moved the fuel pump from the highest point in the fuel system right here where the air will collect. We have moved it all the way down here, close to the lowest point in the fuel system, and that should solve all of our airlock, vapor lock, whatever you want to call it, the float bubble in the pump problems. So we're still having the same problems, and I'm beginning to think that the fuel pump is bad. We're getting the volume out of it, we're not getting the pressure. So it's kind of painful climbing these mountain passes. We're definitely running lean. We're running hot and lean. All right, so we're here in Steamboat Springs. I think that's the name of this place. We stopped in at O'Reilly's, got a new fuel pump. They had spark plugs. I don't think that's gonna help us. I think we need points and condenser, and plug wires worse than plugs. But I got them anyway. We got zip ties because that's how we mount things. And we gotta do this again. We gotta pull this wheel off, change the fuel pump, and then see if that, I don't know what else to do. The lines are completely clear. I don't know what else to do. All right, we got the new fuel pump put in. We just tested it. It feels like it has more pressure, but man, I've been chasing this thing all day. We're gonna crack open the distributor for the first time and see if there's anything going on in there that should cause alarm. I think it's 100% fuel related, but man, I'm tearing my hair out here. Oh, those look really good. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull the points out. I got this little point file here. I'm gonna file it up, then reset the gap to factory specs. All right, so we stopped here to get gas, and then this little Tucker caught my eye. Look at that thing. I don't know, Colin.
I think we need it.
I'm thinking I need one. So we're letting Colin try it for a minute, see if it's better behaved for him.
It doesn't feel much better.
It's actually running good, at least those speeds it kind of has. But I'm thinking we're looking for a Denny's or something tonight, because we've just been eating candy bars and potato chips, and it's just gross. We are 40 minutes down the road. Old Flame is just buzzing like a sock. Buzzing. So we chased our tails for like all day long, and it was just a faulty fuel pump, and we are moving.
We've been fitting this bar in here for a while, and we're getting it pretty close. So we're gonna start stripping down all the paint in here so that we can weld this thing in, and it'll be solid.
Good morning. We made it to Vernal last night. We had a good night's sleep, and now we're ready to head off. We've got some bit of frost starting to melt off. We've got about a 7-hour drive ahead of us today. We're gonna stop in and see Robbie, see if he's around, because we're driving right past. I want to check out the Bombi. We gotta go get him some breakfast because he won't eat.
I won't eat saltine crackers for breakfast.
Weird. And we gotta fuel up. All right, so we are stopped here. There's some road construction up ahead, and we're kind of far back. There wasn't a lot of traffic. I'm expecting that we should be going pretty quick. But this morning, I put my can of V8 back there on the engine because I like warm V8. It's kind of like tomato soup to me. Colin, how warm is that?
It's warm enough you don't want to leave it in one hand for very long.
I'm saying it's 110 degrees.
It's hot. I don't know how hot it is, but it's hot.
Oh man, that's gonna be so good when it cools down a little bit. What is going on?
Okay, so my toes are a little cold. They've been cold this whole trip. So I'm improvising here with the hot V8 juice.
You better sanitize that, because I'm gonna be drinking that in a minute.
I'll sanitize it.
Let me tell you a little bit about what I love about doing what I'm doing right now. So, number one, I get to hang out with my kid, and it has been a really good trip for that. I got to fly a plane. I got to hang out with my boy Johnny. I got to hang out with Colt, and I got to work on a Corvair and get it running and drive it back. So,
and we got to see country we haven't seen before.
Yeah, we're in part of the country we've never seen. So, if you're wondering why in the world I would do this, there's all the reasons. We'll have a couple slots open for the non-off-road YouTubers. Leave a comment of who you think we should have that isn't already invited, and then head over to their channel and leave a comment there. Let them know that you want to see them at the off-road games. Speaking of off-roading, look at us go. All right, yesterday we had a little trouble with the fuel pump. Today I thought it was going to be smooth sailing, but look what's ahead. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know how nervous I am. I do know we don't have a heater, and I do know we don't have windshield wipers. You got any of them hot tamales left?
Nope.
All right, we'll see how this goes. Oh wow, that is really good. Is that any better? Oh yeah, it's much worse. We are making it through the snowy pass. The windshield, I can still kind of see out of it. There's a truck in front of us. I'm following that. We're gonna make it. We're just a little bit north of Ephraim, and I know I said we were gonna stop in and see Robbie, check on the Bombi, but as it turns out, he is dropping the Bombi off up at Powder Extreme Coatings. So there's nobody around and there's nothing to see. So we're just gonna keep on motoring. Well, we originally planned to roll into work this afternoon, but it ain't gonna happen. Work day's over, so we're just gonna be taking it home, and then we'll head out to the yard tomorrow to show everybody this fine prize to haul us all the way from the Black Hills of South Dakota to the Red Hills of Southern Utah. We got one more fuel stop, and then it'll be the last leg. We're gonna do it. Yeah, we'll do a driver switch there, and drive off into the sunset. Really, straight into it. Literally. So we made it home last night. It wasn't too late. We had a delicious home-cooked meal. We slept in our own beds. It was amazing. Now, it's back to the old grind. So we're headed into work this morning. I know that Tom's been working on Robbie's Jeep. I think he's been working on the roll cage. So we're gonna check that out. They said that the concrete got poured while we were gone. So we gotta check that out. It's like they were expecting us.
What is that? Matt made it back. Look at that. Sounds fantastic.
Welcome back, fellas.
Oh man, whoa, 1,000 miles. This is how I turn off my fuel pump. I disconnect the battery. And we stopped at the Big Rock Candy Mountain, where they mine these rock nuggets right out of the ground, and you eat them.
You just have to hope you get a good one.
Well, I admit this is awesome. This is the real news right here. Look at this. All right, oh, now you can see this. This right here is a full depth bay. Look at this thing. This is big enough to put a school bus in. Then we'll have another bay right here. And I'm assuming this is the wall right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wall is on the outside, right?
So this bay is a lot wider than the bay we have in here, but about the same depth. There's room for a tire machine, welding bays. Oh, this is awesome. Everybody needs to bring their rollerblades to work tomorrow. Oh, my wheels. Oh. Oh my goodness, look at that. Tom did that?
Tom, Jake,
Tom bent those?
Yeah. That looks good. Awesome. That's a lot of progress. All right, we just completed a 1,000-mile road trip in this car that had been sitting in the field for at least 15 years. The windshield that we taped in, oh, the tape's back on.
This windshield was knotted. You could push it out.
Look at that. Ooh. So it's just taped in here. That held up perfectly. Colin's floorboard fix. Look at that. That worked perfectly. The fuel pump, we tucked it down as low as possible. Once we got that fixed, it hummed right along. 75 miles an hour yesterday, just sailing. So originally, when I saw pictures of this car, I thought it was a rust bucket, and my plans were to part it out. But after looking at it and driving it, this car is savable. So I talked to my kid Carter. He says he would love to work on this and get it fixed up so he can drive it. So that means all 4 of my boys have Corvairs to drive. So this was an amazing trip. I got to hang out with my boy for like 4 days. I got to hang out with Johnny and Trevor, with Colt and Shanna. We got to stay in cheap motels. We got to eat gas station food and fix this thing on the side of the road. It was the whole package.
It was everything. We even got cold a little bit.
Thank you guys so much for coming along.
Thanks for watching.
If you want to see the open road, Chevy's hot new Corvair will get you there. Chevrolet, for the man who's okay with being late for work, not too late.